Welcome back, everybody, to another deep dive. Today, we're going to try to wrap our heads around one of the biggest FA Cup upsets in recent memory. Plymouth Argyle taking down the Premier League leaders, Liverpool.
Yeah,
I mean, incredible stuff.
it is.
Now, before we get into that, I do want to give a huge shout out to all the new listeners who have found the show recently.
Yeah.
It's really great to have you all here with us.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate you being a part of this journey. So thanks for being here with us.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, this result, Plymouth Argyle, they're bottom of the championship, went up against a Liverpool squad that had only lost 3 times all season coming into this match.
It's the magic of the FA Cup.
It really is.
Yeah.
And just a few weeks ago, they had Wayne Rooney at the helm. Now they've taken down the giants of English football. Crazy. So, okay, let's unpack how Plymouth pulls off this incredible feat.
Yeah.
And home park was absolutely buzzing. That atmosphere was electric. Yeah. Plymouth's game plan was clear from the start. Relentless defense. Some commentators were calling it a heavy metal style of defense.
Yeah, and it worked. They stifled Liverpool's attack. They just completely shut them down.
Yeah, so for those who may not be as familiar with this style of play, how would you describe, heavy metal defense? What is that all about?
Well, it's all about like a disciplined, compact defensive shape. So all the players are really close together, fearless in their challenges, and they're really focused on denying space above all else.
Gotcha. So almost like a wall of defenders constantly shifting and moving.
Exactly. Blocking shots, shutting down passing lanes. That's the key.
Yeah, and it's fascinating to see in action because it's like they turned home park into a fortress.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, you look at some of these performances. Nikola Katic, immense, just crucial blocks, headers all game long.
Yeah.
And then there's, Mekasim Talovirov? His tackling was so fierce. At one point, he celebrated winning a tackle like he just won a strongman competition.
I love that. I mean, you could see it in their eyes. They wanted this win.
It's incredible.
And they were going to do everything they could to get it.
Yeah, it's that collective will to win and those individual performances that really kind of, disrupted that Liverpool rhythm that we're so used to seeing.
Yeah.
Their usual flowing, attacking football. It was just stifled.
Absolutely. They couldn't break down that wall.
Now, speaking of Liverpool, let's talk about their lineup. They were missing some key players. Salah Gakpo Van Dijk. Was that a factor in their defeat, or is that giving them too much of an excuse?
I mean, it's definitely a factor. I don't think it's an excuse, though.
No,
Liverpool has great squad depth.
Right.
But missing those players, especially someone like Van Dijk, that leadership at the back,
Right.
definitely had an impact.
Yeah. And then to make matters worse, they lose Joe Gomez,
Yeah.
standing captain, to injury early in the match.
Early on, yeah. It was a tough break for them.
Yeah, you could kind of see that concern on the faces of the Liverpool players
Yeah.
when he went down. They bring on young Isaac Mabaya, making his debut to replace him.
Yeah. Big moment for him, but
Yeah,
tough situation to come into.
absolutely. And Mabaya, he showed some glimpses of promise, but, that early substitution, it definitely felt like it disrupted their defensive stability even further.
It did. They were already missing key players, and then to lose Gomez like that
Yeah.
definitely threw them off balance.
Yeah. And then came the moment that really kind of sent shockwaves through the football world. Ryan Hardie steps up to take that penalty for Plymouth. You can just feel the tension in the air.
Oh, yeah.
But he slots it home so coolly.
I mean, what a moment for him.
Unbelievable.
And for Plymouth.
Yeah.
They really showed their composure under pressure.
They did. Now, they did have other chances to put the game to bed, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
James McConnell had that great opportunity late in the game,
Yeah.
but his shot went agonizingly wide.
It's interesting, though, those missed chances.
Yeah.
They could have changed the whole match.
Oh, absolutely.
But at the same time, it kind of highlights Plymouth's resilience.
Yeah.
Even when they missed those chances to extend the lead,
Right.
they never gave up. They just
Right.
kept fighting. They stayed focused, determined to protect that lead.
Yeah, commentator Lee Dixon called the 9 minutes of added time cruel.
He wasn't wrong.
And he wasn't wrong. Those final moments must have felt like an eternity for both sets of fans.
Oh, absolutely. It was edge-of-your-seat stuff.
And you could see that the tactical battle kind of intensifying during those final moments. Plymouth started double-teaming Chiesa whenever he got the ball.
Smart move.
Yeah, effectively neutralizing one of Liverpool's most dangerous players.
Exact.
And Liverpool, they were desperate to find that equalizer. Became more reliant on long throws and set pieces, throwing everything they had at Plymouth's defense.
Yeah, but Plymouth held firm. They were so disciplined and organized.
Yeah.
That was the difference in the end.
It really was a testament to their tactical awareness and their ability to just adapt to Liverpool's changes throughout the game. But, amidst all the drama, there was one moment that kind of provided a little bit of comic relief.
Oh, yeah.
Kiddick needed treatment for a bloody mouth. It looked like they might have needed a dentist on the sideline.
I know. It was pretty wild.
Just a little reminder that even in these high-stakes matches, there's always room for the unexpected.
For sure. You never know what you're going to see.
But let's step back for a second and think about, what does this upset really tell us about the magic of the FA Cup?
Well, it just reinforces that idea that this is a tournament where dreams can come true.
Yeah.
Where the underdogs can defy the odds and achieve the seemingly impossible.
Right.
And Plymouth's victory is a testament to that belief, passion, the tactical acumen that can make those dreams a reality.
And what does this result say about Plymouth Argyle?
Yeah.
Could this be a turning point in their season, or was this just a one-off performance?
I mean, that's the big question, isn't it? They've shown they can compete at the highest level.
Absolutely. And they've definitely given their fans something to cheer about.
Oh, for sure. This victory is going to be etched in their memory for years to come.
Before we move on,
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious,
Yeah.
what stood out to you the most about this match? What surprised you? Or what are you still kind of pondering?
I think what I'm still pondering is how this will affect both teams moving forward. Liverpool, how will they bounce back?
Right.
And Plymouth, can they build on this momentum?
Yeah. It's a fascinating question. And I think, what's so great about the FA Cup is that it poses these questions. It creates these storylines.
Absolutely.
And it leaves us wanting more. But before we get into those questions, before we look ahead, I do want to hear from you. What are your takeaways from this match? What aspects of this upset intrigued you the most? Let us know, because this deep dive is all about exploring these moments together. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll delve a little deeper into the tactical nuances of this match and the broader implications of this upset.
It's interesting to think about, the ripple effects of this match. Before this upset, everyone was talking about Liverpool's potential trouble,
Right.
winning the Premier League, the Champions League, the FA Cup.
Yeah.
And now that narrative has shifted.
Yeah, it definitely throws a wrench into their plans.
Yeah.
But is this a sign that Liverpool is vulnerable? Or was it just a case of them having an off day against a very motivated opponent?
It's probably a bit of both. Liverpool's still a top team.
Right.
They have a lot of talent. But this loss does show how important squad depth is.
Right.
And the impact of missing key players, especially in a tournament like the FA Cup where it's knockout every match.
Yeah, absolutely. And on the flip side, this win for Plymouth, it's got to be a massive confidence boost.
Huge.
Their new manager, Miran Muslik, he's only been in charge for a few games,
Yeah.
but he seems to be making a real impact.
He really does. He's brought a sense of organization, tactical discipline. You can see it on the pitch.
Yeah, you mentioned tactical discipline, and that's something that really stood out to me about Plymouth. They stuck to the game plan, and they executed it flawlessly.
Yeah.
Even when Liverpool tried to change things up, Plymouth adapted. They stayed a step ahead.
Yeah, they were so well drilled. And you could see they understood their roles and responsibilities. It was like watching a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, and we talk about the tactics and the players, but we can't forget about the fans.
Mm-hmm.
Home Park was absolutely rocking that day.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the atmosphere was electric, and you could tell how much this match meant to those Plymouth fans.
Absolutely. The crowd was a huge factor.
Yeah.
They created an intimidating atmosphere for Liverpool.
Right.
And they really lifted Plymouth.
Yeah, it's a reminder of the power of home advantage, especially in a cup competition like the FA Cup.
No doubt.
Speaking of the FA Cup, I mean, this match is a perfect example of what makes this tournament so special.
It really is.
It's a competition where anything is possible.
You said it.
The underdogs can dream of these giant-slaying victories.
It's the tournament that captures that unpredictability of football.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how big the difference in quality is between two teams. The magic of the FA Cup can level the playing field.
And that's what makes it so captivating for fans around the world.
Yeah.
We love to see the underdogs come out on top. We love to see these unexpected results unfold. It's a reminder that passion, determination, a bit of tactical brilliance can overcome even the most daunting odds.
And for Plymouth Argyle, this is a victory they'll cherish forever.
Absolutely.
It'll be etched in the club's history,
Right.
and it'll inspire, generations of future players.
Yeah, it's a reminder that even when you're facing these seemingly impossible challenges, belief, hard work, a little bit of magic can make anything possible.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Now we want to hear from you.
Hmm.
What are your takeaways from this match? What aspects of this upset intrigued you the most?
Share your thoughts and perspectives with us.
Yeah, because this deep dive,
It's all about exploring these moments together.
right? Learning from each other, deepening our understanding of this beautiful game. This match has really given us a lot to chew on Plymouth's tactics, the implications for both teams moving forward,
Yeah, it's a good reminder that football's always changing.
right?
Upsets happen, narratives get flipped on their heads.
Exactly. And that's why we encourage you to keep digging deeper.
Yeah.
Don't just take our word for it. Go check out those individual player performances.
Yeah.
See what the pundits are saying.
Right.
How does this fit into the larger story of the FA Cup?
Exactly. There's so much more to discover.
Yeah, like maybe research the last time a team from the bottom of the championship beat the Premier League leaders in the FA Cup.
Right. Or look into Plymouth Argyle's journey over the past few seasons.
It's a great story.
It really is a story of resilience and determination.
And don't forget to share what you find with us.
Yeah.
We love hearing from our listeners.
Yeah.
We learn from your perspectives.
This deep dive is a two-way street.
It is. It's collaborative. We're all in this together. So thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Plymouth Argyle's incredible FA Cup victory over Liverpool.
Yeah.
We hope you learned something new, sparked some interesting conversations,
Hopefully.
and maybe even rediscovered your love for the beautiful game. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep that spirit of the deep dive alive.